Happy Friday! Welcome back to a new vlog. Thanks for joining. What are you smiling at? We've just got back from the school run and it's our weekend away. I'm so excited. Got so much to do this weekend. I am meant to be at Pilates class, a mum and baby Pilates class at 11, but Evelyn's actually really not well, and realistically, do I have time for a Pilates class at 11? Half 11? Probably not. We're going to see how we get on. I'm going to jump in the shower now as soon as she's had this bottle, get my hair washed, get as much organising as possible, and then by 11 we'll weigh up whether I'm going to go or not. See how she's feeling, see how much I've got to do. But yeah, I'm so excited for this weekend. The weather's beautiful again today. Gonna change tomorrow, of course it is. Just our look. But we're excited, aren't we? Little Missy's not feeling well. This is her first stint of not being well. I had to give her Calpol last night. I love you. Are you smiling at me? Yeah, I had to give her some Calpol because her temperature was raging out. Myself. Temperatures and babies, they just freak the hell out of me. I did re-weigh her yesterday. I don't know whether I mentioned this in my last vlog, but Evelyn couldn't have a meningitis jab at her first lot of injections because she didn't weigh enough to have Calpol. You've got to be 4 kg to have Calpol. Now, I put her on our scales yesterday and she was 4.4, I think. Praying to the gods above that my scales are right and she's fine to have Calpol, but there's no way I couldn't give it her last night. I think it was like 39, her temperature when I checked it. You're a poorly baby, aren't you? She has got a gooey eye, which again I mentioned on my last vlog, but it's not looking too bad this morning. Why are you smiling at me? Am I talking about your gooey eye? Am I? Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully you're not feeling too bad today, Bobs. Are you smiling at Mama? Yeah. Are you going to be a good girl while I wash my hair? Yeah. So, come along for vlog number 2. It's good to be back again. Enjoy the weekend with us and let's see what we get up to. If you're wondering why I've not vlogged at all this morning, it's because my 11-week-old didn't allow me to even pack the bags until just before we left. Well, about an hour before we left. Lenny wanted to say hi. Hi. Lenny, what happened today? What did we do from school? What have you done at school? Come on. Early. Yeah, you got picked up early, didn't you? I feel like as a child, there's no better feeling than either having a day off school or finishing early. Yeah? I mean, that's actually stopping circulation, so that's a little bit dangerous. I actually managed to wash and dry my hair and curl it over a course of 4 or 5 hours, but we made it. The bags are packed and loaded. The boot, as I mentioned in my last vlog, is the size of an actual car piece and it is full to the brim, and Alex's dad's van also has our stuff, so it looks like we're going for a month. Peace, 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 brilliant. So we're just going to the Plough in Lancaster for some lunch because we can't check in till 4. Turn it up, I've got to turn it up, so I'll pick the camera back up when we get there. We've just arrived and of course the heavens have opened and we've got rain. Got my little pooly girl sat in here. Obviously we haven't travelled like this, by the way, because there will be someone out there that thinks we have. I'm just sat in here waiting for them to open the caravan so we can get all the stuff in, but I can't believe it's raining. So gutted about the weather. It's been so beautiful for literally 2 weeks. The second we pull up, it pours down. Wow, look at this pooly girl. We've arrived. It is so nice. This is our room. We get so lucky with having the baby. We get all this space to fit her next to me, and so very, very lucky that we get the biggest room in the caravan. We've got our own little toilet, full-length mirror, got a wardrobe, little getting ready area. So lucky that we fit this in, because this gal needs her environment to stay the same, because she's not fussy, she's amazing at night, but I truly believe it's because of the way I've got her used to a routine and her little sleeping environment. I can plug her camera in there so we can see her when we're in the living room, which is perfect. It's just such a nice caravan. We've got Lenny's room. Honestly, he's so cute. He's come in himself and put that there, and his little clock here. This Labubu he's had with him for so long, and he sleeps with this every single night. I mean, I'd be quite scared if I woke up to that in the morning, truth be told, but he cannot sleep without his Labubu. So that's Lenny's room. And there's another bathroom in here. In that room's Alex's mum and dad's room, and the living room where I need to be quiet because that there is Evelyn sleeping. Lenny just gone the park. Nice big kitchen. So cute. Here's Alex with his cider because the season's done. Making the most of it. Not that the season ever stops you from drinking. And then out here we've got this little area that Alex's dad's done. Have you helped as well? Not sure about that. I think it's almost time for a glass of Prosecco, but guess what they don't have? They don't have any flutes. Why are you side-eyeing my camera? It's on me, it's on me. There's no flutes. How can I drink Prosecco in a wine glass? Can't. There's no flutes. Good morning, guys. I was shocking at picking up the camera yesterday, but day 2 of our little holiday, and we're still in our jammies, aren't we, Bub Bub? Yeah, we're still in our jammies. Yeah. Just had my breakfast, and now I need to have a shower. Oh. This one's getting hungry, baby. You will now bop bop. She's gonna have a bop bop. The boys have just gone swimming. If I can get ready in time, so I need a shower and everything, yeah, I'm gonna go and watch the boys swimming, aren't we? You need a bottle first, Bobs. What have you got? Ice cream. We're in Morecambe in the sunshine. We didn't know it was going to be this sunny today, did we, Pops? There's a car behind us, so we need to be careful. Here's the crew. Let's go to the beach. We're going to have a walk around there because over there is some sandy beach for Lenny. Been asking nicely. Okay, well, we're back home, as you can see, and we've a lot to catch up on. So, the clip you've just seen was a lovely day in Morecambe on Saturday, and a few hours after that clip, everything changed. Everything kind of went downhill. If you don't want to know what happened to Lenny and how he unfortunately broke his arm, by the way, if you don't have me on socials, you won't know that. Lenny broke his arm that evening, and I'm just going to give you a little story time on what happened, the whole process we went through. So skip across if you want to if you don't want to sit here for a little while, because this could be a little bit of a story time. Also, trigger warning, obviously talking about broken bones. I'm also going to insert a little clip. I will pre-warn you when that's going to come up in case you want to skip ahead, because it is a bit weird to see. Like I say, a few hours after that clip, we headed back towards our site that we were staying on, and across from there was Morecambe's football ground, and there's a little pub outside there, and there was a play area. Lenny was just playing like he always does, and oh, it's a bit weird to talk about it actually. So we wasn't sat right in the play area, we were sat next to it, so I heard him scream and running towards me. And you know your kids scream, don't you? You just know that it was something serious. And when he ran to me, it weren't cut his face, but he had some grades on his face, so I was just staring at his face like, what have you done, what have you done? And he was like, my arm. So I lifted his sleeve up, because he had his hand tucked in his sleeve like that. So I lifted his sleeve up, and what I saw was something from a horror movie. His hand was not facing the right way, basically. I will add a little picture now, so please skip about 10 seconds, because I'll literally pop it up, take it off, because it isn't nice. But this is what his hand looked like. Not nice at all. To be honest, the picture doesn't do it justice in person. It was a hell of a lot worse. Oh, it goes through me thinking about it. So when I lifted his sleeve, I literally jumped at my seat. I couldn't look at it. It was vile. And initially, because we weren't at home, and obviously I didn't know where a hospital were, I actually rang for an ambulance. And then Alex's dad was like, no, let's just get in the car, let's just drive. So quickly cancelled that, and we drove to the nearest hospital, which was Lancaster, and it was 18 minutes away from where we were. And honestly, that car ride will haunt me, because he's screaming, and seeing him in that amount of pain was horrific. It was so upsetting to see him like that, and it was just such a long 18 minutes. And as soon as we pulled up to Lancaster Hospital, I cannot rave about that place enough. They was sane. They got us straight into like a little side area where they give him some pain relief straight away. They sent him for an x-ray pretty much, I'd probably say half an hour after getting there. So he went down for an x-ray, and obviously he was in a lot of distress, a lot of discomfort, and they had to move his hand to do an x-ray, and it was just horrible for him. And I was actually sat on the bed with him the whole time, which was nice, so I could comfort him. So we had his x-ray, and we then got took to, it's a little bit like a child's A&E ward, if you will. There were only like 4 children in there. And when we was in there, a doctor came and told us that it was broke, which we obviously knew it was broke. And it was looking likely that it needed an operation. I knew as soon as I saw it, when he lifted it up the park, I knew we were going to need operation on it. I just knew. Anyway, this doctor came, he was called Johnny. He was so nice. He really made Lenny feel at ease. He made us feel at ease. What are you smiling at? You weren't there. Do you want any more? So Johnny then recommended that he is going to need an op. So that was that. I got my head around it. He said we need to put it in a temporary pot until the morning so we can operate. He recommended me and Alex not to be in the room while they did that, which was heartbreaking. But I'm always going to go with what a doctor recommends. And he needed to be under gas and air while they slightly manipulated it so they could cast it. They didn't obviously fully move it, but they did have to move it a little bit. He didn't feel a thing. He didn't even know that we'd left the room when he was having the gas and air. He was amazing. Like, he was amazing at taking the gas and air. He then did so well while we were gone. I kept hearing like the nurses chatting amongst themselves, like, that little boy in there, he was so brave. So he did us really, really proud. He needed morphine after they did that, because obviously, excuse you, it was really painful for him. So after they did, I think they call it like a half cast or something, like, I think it's just a back slab cast or something like that. It wasn't like a full proper cast at that point. So after that, they needed to x-ray him again. Not really sure why, I think just to see what position it was in the cast that they put it in. So after that, Alex's dad and Alex left, because obviously only one parent could stay on the ward with him. So after the second x-ray that he had, we were just waiting to go on to the actual children's ward. Again, once we got on the children's ward, the staff were just incredible. Everyone we came across was so good. They were so on it. I don't really like to throw any shade at the NHS, but our local hospital, I don't really love it. And it's just shown at Lancaster how insane it can be. Onto the children's ward. I had quite a decent bed, to be honest, but I literally had no sleep. I was just constantly checking on him, wanted to make sure he was okay. He actually slept pretty well that night. He didn't complain he was in too much pain. Yeah. And then in the morning, pretty much as soon as I woke up, I think it was like 7 o'clock, Johnny was back in that room. The doctor, Johnny, was back in the room. I was like, have you been home? Because we'd literally seen him last minute at night, and then he was back in the morning. He was like, yeah, I got a little bit of sleep. So anyway, he pulled me out and he said he's going to be the first one down. It's going to go one of 3 ways. Option A. Oh, sorry. Here. Option A is that under the anaesthetic, they can just literally manipulate it back into position, pot it, perfect, done. Option B was they needed to put wires in it, which Johnny thought that were going to be the most likely option. And then option C was to put plates in it, which obviously we didn't really want that to be the situation. Around 9 o'clock-ish, they came and gave him some numbing cream where they were going to put his cannula. He freaked out at that. Every time someone would come in, he would cry and he was getting really distressed. He just didn't have a clue what was going on, no matter how much I tried to explain the situation. How can a 4-year-old understand that they're about to get put to sleep and they're not going to feel any pain? Because he thought he was just going to feel the pain that he felt when he did it. And then not long after that, we were then took to where we were going to have his op, which was hard. It was really, really tough, I'm not going to lie. Like, watching him have his cannula put in weren't too bad because he didn't really feel it, but obviously watching him go to sleep wasn't nice at all. How they did it was amazing, like the way they positioned him on me and stuff. He was okay with it, if you will. But for me as a mum or a dad or a carer, whoever, watching your child be put to sleep is never a nice feeling. I went out, had a little cry, and then I walked to a Starbucks, which was 12 minutes away. I just thought, right, I need to just keep busy. Went and got a coffee, walked back, and then honestly, like 20 minutes after that, he was the nurse came and got me to say he was in recovery. So it was really, really quick. Went up to recovery to get him, and the lady that was looking after him in there was like, it went really well, he didn't even need wires, so yeah, so that was brilliant. He had the best outcome of the little op. I say an op, obviously it was an op because he got put to sleep, but he didn't have any surgery as such. It was just to manipulate his hand back into position and pot it without him being in a lot of discomfort. He was obviously really sleepy after the anaesthetic, and then when he got brought back to the ward he slept for a while, and when he woke up he was just constantly crying to go back to the caravan because obviously we'd been on the caravan weekend. So that was challenging because he couldn't go anywhere for hours and hours and hours and hours because he had a nerve blocker in his shoulder, so we're completely numb from shoulder to fingers, and until he could move and feel his fingers he couldn't go anywhere, and that took till I think 6 o'clock at night. So all day I was like, when can I go, when can I go? Obviously on top of that I have an 11-week-old baby back at the caravan who I was dying to see. It's hard leaving your baby at that point anyway, but obviously my other baby needed me. And she was poorly. You've been poorly too, haven't you? So I was in hospital with Lenny, and Alex actually had to go to the out of hours with Evelyn. So Sunday was all fun and games. I don't want any more bad things to happen because we've had so much rubbish luck recently. What are you doing? So yeah, we got to come home at 6 and he was pretty much straight back to his normal self. I thought him breaking his arm would actually stop him from being dangerous and crazy, but nothing stopped him. He's still been putting us all on edge. He broke his arm just above his wrist in 2 places. I don't think I mentioned that. So it weren't quite his wrist, it was just above his wrist, like right there, right at the bottom. 2 places, so he did a really good job. So that is what happened in Morecambe. So our weekend away to the caravan didn't go to plan, and obviously my weekend vlog definitely didn't go to plan because I weren't going to vlog while I was in the hospital. We actually ended up staying an extra night, but again, I've just been absolutely shattered from losing a full night's sleep at the hospital, and then I never really slept that well while we were in the caravan. Wow. Okay, we've got another holiday purchase, haven't we? We got on holiday in 4 weeks yesterday, and this little girlie needed a little travel pram. So we picked this up from Smith's. They had a pram sale on when we got this. So this was meant to be, I think, 130 and we got it for 99. Fingers crossed that sale's still on. Hi! Ugh. Now, for a travel pram, this feels quite heavy. Wheels. Oh my god, this is so heavy. I mean, it definitely looks compact. We're going to put it on the hold anyway. This I don't think is cabin approved, but I've got a really good carrier that I use, so I'm going to take that on the plane, so we don't actually need to take this onto the plane, so we're not going to be carrying this around the airport, so we can put that in the hold and not worry about it. To get it out, you just press 2 buttons. Ow! Pops up. Very easy. Very compact. Very lightweight. I don't know about the inside of it because her head was quite lifted on that, but I can take it out. I need to see if you're meant to keep that in the newborn section or not. But I like it. Definitely what we needed for it because it's nice and led down there, which is good. Absolutely trashed the place even more than it already was trashed this morning. Good morning, beautiful people. It is a fresh new day. And actually I'm feeling a little bit better than I was yesterday. I know I didn't really film too much yesterday, but I can't lie. I know I said this last week, but sorry, let me get you in a decent position because that is annoying me. Yeah, I know I said last week that I was feeling like there was a lot going on up here, but it was almost like I was expecting, what was the term we used to use when I worked at Jet2? I can't think what it is, but it's basically where impending doom. That's what I feel like last week was. Like I was feeling crappy because there was so much more to come, if that makes any sense. But this week, yeah, it's been a lot. My house is upside down. I just went away for the weekend. Cannot get on top of my house. I know I said it in the last vlog, but I still don't feel any better for it. So today's agenda is to get organised because I can't deal with... Look around me. Look around me. Obviously before the school run everything gets a bit hectic and I just chuck everything everywhere, so it's always messy when I get back from the school run. But I look out into my very open plan house and all I see is mess, and I can't do with that today. So I think I'm even going to get rid of loads of toys. I want a declutter. I haven't done anything like that since my nesting phase, when I was doing all them nesting vlogs on TikTok, if you've got me on that app. This lighting's not doing anything for my complexion this morning. So yeah, today's an organisation day. I've just dropped Lenny off at school. Dropped him off a little bit later than I usually do, just because he had a lie-in this morning. I'm not rushing him while he's still recovering from his little procedure. It's time to get organised. The other thing I want to do today is Lenny's 5th birthday is approaching us in, what month are we in? May? In July. So the 8th of July is Lenny's birthday. And I've been back and forth what to do. And obviously initially I thought, right, his 5th birthday, he can have a party. But every time we go to a kid's party, he freaks the hell out. So I'm like, if it's his own, he's going to freak out even more. He's quite a sensitive little soul. So my 4-year-old, almost 5-year-old, is still utterly obsessed with Peppa Pig, bless him. He's still very... I'm not going to use the word immature, because I don't feel like you can use immature with children, but he's quite young for his age, I would say. Saying that, I think this day and age, children just grow up way too quick. Like, I love that he still loves Peppa Pig. Don't get me wrong, he does still watch stuff on YouTube, which like some of his friends will watch, who are maybe a little bit more mature in the mind, but Lenny still loves Peppa Pig, and I love that for him. And I'm really considering pricing up, taking him to Peppa Pig World, but it's so far away from us. Where's my phone? I don't even know where my phone is, but I feel like it's about 4 hours away. So today I'm going to see like what we'd need, hotels, travelling, ticket prices, all that malarkey. Going to do a bit of research on what's there, see if he'd actually even like it. But he's mentioned to me so many times about Peppa Pig World, and I feel like this is going to be the last opportunity to do it, because once he hits 5, he's probably going to start not watching Peppa Pig anymore. Who knows, he might still love it. This is really making me laugh. She's been sat here like this for ages. Oh my god, the little bubbles. Why are you being so serious? Wow. Are you in a trance? This was Lenny's from our weekend away. Yeah. Maths has just got so interesting, guys. They're just meeting the potential matches that they could have had. Oh my god, it's getting juicy. It's getting juicy, isn't it? And we're watching it together before we go and pick Lenny up in 10 minutes. Just doing a bit of a walk to get Lenny to sleep before I pick Lenny up. But honestly, the views from where Lenny's school is, I will never ever get bored of. I absolutely love being up here. This is somewhere, it's basically like the next village to where we live. It's 5 minutes from our house, but I would 100% move to the village that his school's in. My nan actually lives in this village as well. It's just so peaceful, so relaxing, and it's very much like how I imagine little villages would have been years ago. Very community still, if that makes any sense. She's finally asleep. She's absolutely screaming in the car. I will eventually get used to picking up this camera every so often in the day, because yesterday again was terrible. Excuse the music in the background. Everyone's just having a little play down here. She's a happy girl. You like just doing the piano, don't you? There you go. Right at first sight on. Hiya, baby. Hiya. It's been a week. Another week. I'm praying next week will just be a little bit more lighter, because this week, the past 2 weeks, I've felt so heavy that I'm just ready for it to just slow down a little bit. Just spoke to Fracture Clinic for Lenny. Yesterday was a hassle. I don't know if I even told the story about me not being able to get in touch with Fracture Clinic. Blackburn Hospital basically had no clue what we're talking about. So basically on Lenny's discharge notes, it said to be seen 1 week later in Fracture Clinic in Blackburn. So obviously his op was in Lancaster. That's so distracting, I can't concentrate. I rang Blackburn, they had no they had no idea what I was talking about. So I had to get back in touch with Lancaster, and then I had to go to A&E in Blackburn, and blah 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 blah. Cut a long story short, Fracture Clinic have just rang me. They wanted to book him in for next Friday. I was like, no, We can't do next Friday because he needs to be seen 1 week after an op, which is this Sunday. So luckily he's got him for Tuesday. So go there Tuesday. Fingers crossed it's healing nicely because we need that cast off in basically 3 weeks for holiday. The doctor did say it could be 4 weeks that it's on, and it'll be 4 weeks the day before we go on holiday. So oh, pray for us. Pray for Lenny, because holiday's not going to be fun with a cast on. She's loving life down there. Today's agenda is we've got the Pilates class where I take Evelyn with me. So yeah, that's all we've really got on today. I'm going to do I need to clean this house. I know I've said that 1,000 times on this vlog, last week's vlog and this week's vlog, but I really want to do a deep clean. So Evelyn's going to her grandma's this afternoon for a couple of hours. Hopefully, when you go to grandma's house, I'm going to get some cleaning up done. You're probably hungry because you didn't touch your bottle this morning. Evelyn is 3 months old today, guys. I cannot cope. Well, she's 12 weeks. I don't know what the difference is when people say 3 months to 12 weeks. She's 12 weeks and I cannot cope. And she's trying to grab on you. You're trying to grab onto things. You forget how fast time goes, especially when life's chaotic and there's so much going on. How precious the little babies are. You want to see something else? What about a hedgehog and an elephant?
This is Evelyn. And you just laugh and it's back at me. I'm looking at me now. I'm going to take you with there and it's a birthday.
Good morning, guys. So, excuse the statement. Basically, I was just sat. You're on it. I was just sat doing some editing of this vlog. He's fuming that he's fuming that he's not featured in it that much because he's been at school. So he was like, I'm filming today. I'm picking up the camera and I'm filming. So that's what you just did, didn't you? Oh.
I want to hold it.
Okay. Nobody wants a close with me. He's not even on me. Why do you not film?
I'm doing it at my balloon. Whee!
Lenny, I tell you what, you haven't been featured on the vlog since you broke your arm, actually. Show us your arm. Watch my toes in the background. So the cast goes right up to here, but he's wearing a long sleeve top today. You need your sling back on, don't you? How was it breaking your arm? How was it breaking your arm?
Good.
Good?
Now I will hold it.
Okay. Bless you. Right, what about on yourself? So you hold it that way.
No, what?
And you can see yourself in that. I'm vlogging on my camera on my phone because I've stupidly forgot my camera. We've just come to a little scarecrow festival local to us and it's so cute. I love it. Mom? What, over there? That is so cool. Do you like that one, Lenny?
Yeah.
This is the map, so we've got to follow this round. Weather will see 040. Oh, I just crashed. It's such a cute idea. You see it? Over there? That's so good. How can you not see it? There's like 100 Dalmatians. 101 to be precise. That's good, isn't it?
Turkey.
I'm Slinky.
I'm Slinky. I'm Rex. Yeah.
I feel like now I've been to that.
Look at them.
Wow. You see it?
Yeah.
Lenny, turn around, give us a smile. It's a BFG. Smile. Do you like that one?
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay, but where is it?
Smile. Come on, have a look. Oh, that's so nice. Let's turn round. He's put some stickers on for you, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Wow, love it. This vlog has definitely been a very bitty, all over the place vlog, and it was over the course of over a week, so I apologise that I've not been picking my camera up as consistently as I would like in this vlog, but it's still a cute vlog, still capturing cute moments with my babies. And obviously, Lenny breaking his arm kind of messed up the fact that I was going to vlog over the course of being away for the caravan weekend, but it is what it is. If you did stick around till this point, I appreciate you very, very much, because it has been a bit of a boring vlog, I would say, but I still wanted to get it up. I've started vlogging today again for next week's vlog, so if you enjoyed this one, please come back for my next one. And if you don't, please hit subscribe, because it does mean so much to me. And this one's hungry, so thank you so much for watching. Bye.